Hello, hello. Welcome back to my stream. My name is Soleil Regis. I once again have the angry eyebrows. Ignore that. And today we're going to be playing something new. That is to say, we're going to be playing Steins, a JRPG that involves a handphone, a microwave, and a whole bunch of fates. Yeah. It's been like 10,000 years. It feels like it's been 10,000 years at least since I last played a JRPG. And I must say, they don't make for really exciting gameplay unless, like, of course it's Persona 5. But I do like the story element to it. So we'll try it out. We'll try one episode and we'll see how it goes. Alright, and the other reason why I figure I should give an explanation. Right, the other reason why we're starting this early, which is like an hour ahead of time. Like normally I start streaming at 10, right? But today I started streaming at 9 because the doctor, again, not Zane from Love and Deep Space, but like an actual medical professional doctor, told me that I should start sleeping early for health reasons. It's like I went to the clinic, right? And then I was waiting to see the doctor because there's a bunch of them. And then some elderly lady sitting next to me was like, "Oh, hello, dearie. Which room are you going to?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm headed for room 4." And then she looks at me and she's just like, "Dearie, you can't be any older than like 25." And I'm like, "Okay, so what about that call out post?" And then she was like, "Yeah, dearie, you gotta take care of yourself. You're like, look at me. I'm like over twice your age." I was like, "Oh." Okay. And then I actually take a look around, and everyone visiting the doctors is like at least 50. I'm like, "Oh, okay, call out post." But like, medical need's a medical need. Really getting called out here for being medically unfit. But yeah, let's move on. Steins Gate. I've actually another game I'm going into blind, and this time I don't have a Flanum here to guide me, so I didn't see a horror tag, so it should be okay. But just in case, I have my blanket of protection on. Let's get started. Actually, let me shrink the screen a little bit. Can I? Am I able to make it smaller? Nope, I can't. Okay, I'm stuck with this smart screen. Okay, well, I'll do my best with it. Config. What's config? Ooh. Skip release at phone trigger. I don't know what that is. Tips information. Yes, definitely. Auto quick save. I need that. Full screen. No, I want it in a window. Resolution. This is fine. Message speed. Auto mode speed. Wait. Stay there. Yep. Auto mode speed. You know what? We won't be so. Yeah, we won't be that much of a psychopath. Probably. Skip mode, read only. All, read only. What's the difference? I don't know what's the difference. Oh well. I'll keep it here. No. It says BS back. Oh. Oh, these are the voices probably. Voice volume. This is sound effects. Sync voice on. Skip voice off. I gotta enjoy the original dubbing. And we'll bring the music down. I mean, sound effects can go down too. We'll bring the movie up a bit. Alright, alright, alright. Cool. How do we go back? Backspace. Ah, there. Alright. Let's get started. I was like, what's BS? I was just like, I don't have it on my laptop. What's a B? I was like, oh yeah, backspace. Couldn't be bullshit, could it? Let's get started. Steins Gate. Everything is coincidence. But even coincidence is part of fate's design. I'm not losing it. I'm perfectly sane. What I speak now is the absolute truth, not some childish fantasy. No matter how trivial something may seem, it has the potential to shape the future. Butterfly effect. Ah, have you heard of the butterfly effect? If not, look it up. Then you'll understand how careful you must be. Unfortunately, I didn't understand. If only I had realized how dangerous my actions were, then I wouldn't have lost her. The future wouldn't have turned out like this. Also, hello, Kiri. Hello, hello. How could I have known? How could I have known that by pressing that button, I would decide the fate of all mankind? Just think about it. The average human perceives just 1% of his environment. We're not nearly as clever as we like to think. Go about our lives oblivious to a million different things that happen around us every day. Even when something catches our eye, our brain forgets it a moment later. Want to tell the me back then, don't do anything careless. Don't do anything rash. Don't pretend you didn't see that. Pay more attention. The hand of conspiracy was always closer than you thought. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. High five, we're going into this blind together. But it seems like it's gonna be very dramatic. The universe has a beginning, but it has no end. Stars too have a beginning, but are by their own power destroyed. History teaches that those who hold wisdom are often the most foolish. The fish in the sea know not the land. If they too hold wisdom, they too will be destroyed. It is more ridiculous for man to exceed light speed than for fish to live ashore. This may also be called God's final warning to those who rebel. Very edgy. First impression, this game is very edgy. But I don't mind that. Hey, what are you mumbling about? There's no sound from the phone against my right ear. Only silence. I am baking in the summer sun. This is gonna be like an entirely voice acting production. I swear. The sweat slowly slides down my chin, drips onto the asphalt. This is gonna be a test of my non-existent line reading skills. Ocarine! Earth to Ocarine! A girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We are about to infiltrate deep into enemy territory. Why is it so chunny? Where is the enemy here? Yet despite the imminent risk of death, there is no hint of tension on her innocent, childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips. I don't know what's going on.
You talking to someone?
I nod and put my phone back to my ear, but my phone is dead, so I don't know who I'm talking to. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged.
いや、こちらの話だ。問題ない。これより会場に潜入する。
No, I was just talking to someone. Everything's fine. I'm about to infiltrate the assembly hall. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway.
ああ、ドクター中鉢は抜け駆けをした。たっぷりとその考えについて聞かせてもらうつもり。
Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi got the jump on us, but I'll make sure he tells us everything.
何？機関が動き出しているだと。
What? The organization is already on the move? What is the organization and how can I see it? No, I don't want to leave the game. I opened my eyes wide to match my shock tone. Great, our main character is crazy. The girl turns toward me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples.
そうか。
I see.
それが
So
シュタインズゲートの選択。
that's the choice of Steins Gate.
サイコングル。
El Sai Kongru. The title has been announced. We can go home now. The game has ended. I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins Gate. Some know it as fate. To the others, it is the will of God. Capitalized will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. Persona 5 music starts to play. Dun, 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 dun. I advance towards Radican, which is just across the street from the train station. We're gonna infiltrate a palace and kick some butts, take some names. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride in through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. But I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest. What a doofus.
さっき携帯で誰と話してたの？ Who was that on the phone?
The girl, Sheena Mayuri, immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here, and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. Bro, a girl is more physically fit than you. Who would have thought that an 8-story building would be so tall? I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat off my brow.
聞くな。それがマユリのためでもある。
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
そうなんだ。オカリン、ありがとう。Oh wow, thanks, Okarin.
Mayuri smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she is quick to understand my position, that being a Chuninbyo adult who is suffering from a huge case of delulus. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. Been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. This Delulu is so strong. That is my present wish. Oh, we finally have enough energy to climb up. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and a sign reading Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference.
それよりオカリンオカリン
Okarin, Okarin. Mayuri insists on calling me Okarin, but it's neither my real name or my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use.
マユリよ、いつも言っているだろう。俺のことをオカリンと呼ぶなと。
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't call me Okarin.
でも昔からそう呼んでたよ。
Huh? But I've always called you that.
それは昔の話だ。
That was then.
俺は法院教魔。世界中の秘密組織から狙われる狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
Oh wow, he's crazy. He's definitely crazy. But like that was then. I have since become Hoin Kyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by secret organizations the world over. Mwahahaha. He's so crazy.
だって難しくて覚えられないし。
But that's too hard to remember. What a mood. Any case, Hoin Kyoma is my true name. How do I see tips? Ooh. Quick save. Quick load. Save. Load. Tips list. True name. Chuninbyo. Do you see this? Chuninbyo. The name that describes one's true essence. A soul name. The organization is the organization. Nothing more, nothing less. Its formal name is something else, probably Steins, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of its existence call it simply the organization. Okarin then. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Okarin. Also, this whole... He is Chuni! He is so Chuni! I can't even... He's so Chuni.
それに岡部倫太郎と一文字も合ってないよ。おかしいね。
Besides, it doesn't even sound like Okabe Rintaro. You're weird. Also, that's where Okarin comes from. The first 3 syllables. Oka, Rin, here. Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. Also, I hate the derivative Okarin. Come on, it sounds like that elf boy's blue pipe thing.
でね、オカリン、教えてほしいんだけど。
So, Okarin, can I ask you something? In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up.
これからここで何が始まるの？
What are we doing here?
お前はそれも知らずここまで俺についてきたというのか。
Wait, you followed me here without knowing why? Yup. Oh my god, they have problems. The two of them have problems. One of them is Chuni and the other one is stupid. She nods without dropping her smile.
これからここで始まるのはドクター中鉢の記者会見だ。
We're here for Dr. Nakabachi's press conference. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radicon. It's here that the conference will be held, on this cheap-looking stage with the podium. Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt, but mostly he is treated as a curiosity.
記者会見？
Press
でも
conference?
記者さんなんて見当たらない気がするよ。
Where are the reporters? Mayuri's right. I've scanned the entire hall, but there's no one who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more.
あるいは機関による何らかの妨害を受けたのかもしれないな。
Could this be the organization working its twisted influence? You can already say that Mayuri is the cutest girl in the game. What if she is the only girl in the game? I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss this chance. I know why this guy is so familiar. He's basically Gundam Tanaka. Our protagonist is Gundam Tanaka.
巻き込まれるのは勘弁だがな。
I'd prefer not to get wrapped up in his mess. Nevertheless, I am interested in what he has to say. That's why I'm here, blowing an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head. She is still the cutest, and if anything happens to her, you will be sad.
巻き巻きトカゲ？それを言うならエリ巻きトカゲだね。You're at something? Is it his birthday too?
I let out a sigh. Mayuri is known to not only make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special.
Mayuri, 気をつけろ。
Keep your guard up, Mayuri. I suspect this won't be a normal comfort. I didn't even finish my sentence. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? I think you're just Delulu, brother. Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism, first formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864. The electric field and magnetic field's oscillations cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. That's why it is called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, and gamma rays. Oh. How do I... こっち、こっち. Scroll text. No, how do I... How do I go down? So physics, yeah, physics. Okay, maybe this can't go down, but like physics, ew. All I remember of physics, there's this song, it's like radio waves, microwaves, then something something, then visible light, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma ray, like, oh, I remember now what's the missing one, infrared radiation. So it's like that was how I like memorized the entire spectrum. It was just like radio waves, microwaves, infrared, radiation, visible light, ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma ray. Yeah, that was it. You managed to score 70 out of 100 in physics about 4 years ago. I wonder whether you would still get 70 now. I actually wasn't a physics student. I took biology. Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. All that's above is the roof.
地震かな。震度 2？ あ、マグニチュード 2？ 震度とマグニチュードってどう違うんだっけ？
An earthquake? Is it magnitude 2? What does magnitude mean again? No time to deal with Mayuri's confusion. Something's not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run upstairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs in my way. The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize that the lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. There's some kind of phosphorescent dust sparkling in the air. Wait, it's not photo. Phosphorescent dust. Phosphorescent. And an explosion? I can't believe it. Was there really an explosion? Yeah, she said, what does magnitude mean again? My heart is racing. Damn, I don't know what to do. Should I run away? But why an explosion? Terrorists? No, that doesn't fit. I mean, how do you explain that? What the? You know, for someone living in Japan, like, I think she ought to know what magnitude is. A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall, and looks kind of like a satellite. Did that thing cause the shaking just now? Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. Even if that were the case, how the hell would he get it up here? My head is bursting with questions. As I search for the courage to approach the machine, a throng of reporters and building staff bursts onto the rooftop. They look just as confused as I am. Please stay back, everybody. And then a woman, who I assume is a staff member, appears to wave us back. The press conference will proceed as scheduled. Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. I've got a nose for conspiracies, and this stinks of a cover-up. What are they hiding? What was that explosion? I want to know, but I shouldn't risk getting any closer. I turn and leave. But not because I'm scared of anything like that. Staff members lead all of us back to the 8th floor. Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate reading "Birthplace of the Japanese PC." A vending machine that dispenses small toys at random. One cannot tell what the toy is before opening the capsule. Actually, sometimes you can, but like, you know, it's not what a lawful person does. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look. I breathe a sigh of relief, then take out my phone. It's me. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's happening, and I have no idea what it is. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I won't do anything to jeopardize the mission. Elsai Kongru. After I speak the word and hang up, I am able to wipe the sweat from my forehead. My sweat is cold. Half of me hopes something will happen. The other half fears the same thing. He is indeed very chunny. I put away my phone and look back at Mayuri. She's still staring at those capsule toys. She doesn't seem to be worried about the explosion at all. I can't decide if she's level-headed or just air-headed. What are you doing?
ね。ウーパが欲しいなって。
Well, I really want an Upa. Just as I thought. Mayuri points to a capsule machine. The sign on the front says Rainet Kakeru 3D Character Doll Series. The Rainet Kakeru is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rainet Access Battlers. They even hold international tournaments. Sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god. A popular manga serialized in Loco Loco Comics. The third season of the anime adaptation is currently airing on Toho TV. Although the series is ostensibly aimed at children, the realistic themes depicted also appeal to adults. More and more children are learning about the internet through this game. It has reached a point where some scholars claim that children are better informed than their parents with regard to internet issues. Some people are even calling this new generation Rainet children. Some politicians and organizations have strongly criticized the series for encouraging children to become hikikomori by idealizing boys and girls who are obsessed with computers. Would you rather have shut-ins or crazy people? You gotta choose one. However, a majority of adults praise the series for teaching children about the possibilities of the internet morality, copyright infringement, and privacy protection. This has contributed to Rainet's success. Although the series stimulates intellectual curiosity, it is not merely an educational program. As Kakeru battles terrorists in cyberspace, his techniques and programs are represented as virtual robots, while his enemies, viruses, take the form of monsters. This makes the confrontations easy to visualize, with well-timed perspective changes depicting both the protagonist's techniques inside the computer and his friends' teamwork outside the computer. Yeah, I don't think copyright infringements is something that children should know about. Not this early. Not this early, definitely. But definitely, I think something like cells at work, I guess. It reminds me of cells at work, Hataraku Saibo, which teaches children like about the different cells on the body and what causes them to sneeze, what this bacteria does, which is, I agree, it's still early for children, but like maybe older children, maybe teenagers. It does help, but like to what extent, right? And what are the consequences for it? You won't know until this generation has grown up. So, pros and cons. Upa is the series' mascot character. It kind of resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out, like some kind of deformed dog. It's what they call an ugly cute character. High school girls find these creatures adorable for some reason. Last year, an ugly frog character was the rage. Its name escapes me though.
やればいい。ウーパが当たるかどうかは保証できないがな。
Then go for it. I can't guarantee you'll get an Upa though. Mayuri gives me a troubled smile.
でもね、マユシーは今100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
But Mayushi is all out of 100 yen coins. Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. According to her, it's supposed to have a star at the end. Mayushi star. Blech. But who really cares?
だから、おかりん100円貸して。
So, can I borrow 100 yen, please? She holds her hands out with a look like a begging puppy. Kick it! Kick the puppy! It looks like she was planning this from the very beginning. Well, at least she didn't say, give me.
黙ったれるな、マユリ。金は貸さん。俺がお前に人生の厳しさを教えてやる。
Do you think it's that easy, Mayuri? You'll get no money from me. Instead, I'll show you just how harsh life really is. I pull out 100 yen coin, set it into the machine slot, and spin the lever. You get an Upa. open the capsule and take out the contents. Mayuri leans forward eagerly to see what I got.
ウーパだよ。
I
しかも
knew
メ
it.
タルウーパー。It's an Oopa and it's metal. A metal Oopa.
それはレアなのか？
Is it rare?
すごく。
Super rare! We have children carving the fixies and they explain how machinery works. Oh, that might be useful, but that might also cause them like... Actually, I don't... So the thing is, right, it seems useful, but like, we can't tell the effects until the children grow up, but we also have like Bob the Builder and stuff like that, so... Also, the protagonist is like super lucky, but also super chuny. I'll examine the metal Oopa. A boy who was watching us tries his luck on the same Rhinet machine.
あ、普通のウーパだ。
Oh, a normal Oopa. He looks at my metal Oopa in resentment. Also, welcome, Reggie. I turn to see Mayuri's sparkling eyes also fixed on the Oopa. Hey, high school girl, you're acting like a little kid.
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
I give this creature of metal to you, Mayuri. Honestly, I don't want it. I just wanted to prove my triple S grade ultimate luck.
本当？いいの？オカリン。Really? Are you sure, オカリン？
ほーいん今日まだ。
The name's Hoouin Kyoma.
ありがとう、オカリン。Thank you, オカリン。
The name's Hoouin Kyoma. Is she doing it on purpose? Yes, she is.
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. I hear the announcement from the floor above.
どうやら始まるようだな。
Sounds like they're starting. Let's go! I head to the stairs, but Mayuri doesn't follow.
行くぞ、マユリ。
Let's go, Mayuri.
待って名前書かなくちゃ。Just a sec. I gotta write my name.
She's preoccupied with the metal Oopa. I go on ahead.
それでは早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中鉢さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
Without further ado, I am pleased to introduce the inventor, Dr. Nakabachi. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Reggie, you are not a mad scientist, you are a gaslighter, gatekeeper, mansplainer, manipulator. Dr. Nakabachi enters this sparse applause. He walks up to the podium. He's already wearing a frown. For some reason, I can feel his irritation from here. He has a sprite. He's important. He has a sprite. That is the lesson that we have learned from Persona 5. Everything with a sprite is important. I am Dr. Nakabachi. Thank you all for coming. Bro, you proved yourself. Okay. No, but you proved yourself a gaslighter in the coffin of Andy and Lily, so like... I don't know, man. Nakabachi takes the microphone and begins to speak, his voice brimming with confidence.
それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin with my theory of time travel, the greatest scientific breakthrough of the century.
タイムマシン？
Why he look like
この人が
Haoni?
作ったの？
Another Delulu. I feel like this game so far is shaping out to be everyone is Delulu, but I can't confirm that yet.
Did he really build a time machine?
Mayuri appears after writing her name on the metal upa. She's a bit late in more ways than one. What did she think a time machine presentation would be about? Doritos? Tacos? I actually want to eat tacos right now. I take another look around the room. There are about 20 people now, including us, but still no major presence to speak of. So this is the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame. No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. You have this anime on your watch list, Steins Gate? Ooh, interesting. Tell me how it goes. But also, I just remembered something that I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm going to open a Ko-Fi, right? And put it down in the video description sometime under the support me, because Streamlabs doesn't seem to want to cooperate. So, yep, Ko-Fi it. Ko-Fi will be my method of choice. And a good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment, then anger. Oh, you don't have to Ko-Fi me? It's not a must? Right? I would never hold you at gunpoint and force you to donate. But it's like if you would like to contribute me some, or would you like to buy me a game, like I would be very appreciative. My roar silences Nakabachi and draw the eye of every person in the room. Do you take us for fools? Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? Someone who knows you for a fraud. That's who. You stole your theory from John Tyler, and you call yourself an inventor? Who's John Tyler? Ooh, a self-proclaimed time traveler from 2036 who appeared on an American internet message board in November of 2000. The internet went into an uproar, flooding the board with questions and debate. Tyler posted pictures of his time machine and its control menu, as well as diagrams illustrating time machine mechanics. He disclosed information on near-future events, time travel physics, history intervention, multiverse timelines, and world lines. Then, 4 months after his appearance, he left a comment saying, "I will be leaving this world line shortly, and this will be my final post." He disappeared. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Why is he stuttering? This man is stuttering. He has a guilty conscience. He has a guilty conscience. Someone throw this man out! You're the one we should throw out, Doctor! Have you no shame? You have no right to call yourself an inventor! Shut your mouth, you little pest! Why is he getting aggressive? Just then, someone grabs my arm from behind. Quite convinced it's an official here to throw me out, I turn around to glare him down. Unhand me, you... It's a girl. It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks familiar. Where have I seen her before? She couldn't be related to that crackpot doctor on stage, could she?
Oh.
We haven't met, but I know her face. It's Makise Kurisu. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl genius gives lecture in Akihabara. The article was about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Girl genius, Makise Kurisu. I recognized the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the exact same skull. Fun fact, when Steins anime was released in Japan, people got obsessed with time travel and started making posts on 2chan claiming to be time travelers until one person managed to predict events in the future. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. What business could such a genius have with me? Can I say they colored outside the line? I don't really like this. But I guess it's an old game, so... She takes a quick look around the room, then turns back to me with a stern expression.
ちょっと来てくれませんか?
Could you come with me for a moment? What's with the attitude? She's obviously not staff, and there's no way that the Makise Kurisu will be working with someone like Dr. Nakabachi. Which means... No!
貴様、機関の人間か?
You're with the organization?
は?
Huh? She's looking at me as if I'm stupid.
まさかここまで手が回っているとは。俺としたことか。
If the tendrils have gotten this far, then I've made a grave mistake.
ふざけてないで。ちょっと来てください。
Stop fooling around and come with me.
え?
My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Nakabachi, in particular, looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger my Yuri, to say nothing of those ignorant civilians. I let Makise Kurisu lead me out of the assembly hall. She couldn't be related to the old guy, could she?
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば、貴様もいろいろまずい
I'm
だろう。
not sure anymore if this is comedy or sci-fi. You know what? I have the link to the Steam down in the video description. Let me check it out. Let's see. Steins tags. Visual novel. Story rich. Anime. Time travel. It doesn't have comedy or anything. Multiple endings. Choices matter. Sci-fi. Ah, yeah, sci-fi. Romance. Mystery. Thriller. Dating sim. Ha. Horror. Oh, crap. Psychological horror. Oh, crap. Casual. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the horror tags. Oops. It gets sad you hear. Oh no. Oh no. But it says sci-fi, no comedy tag. Oh no. It has the horror tag. Oh no. I think I'm in trouble. Try anything and people are sure to notice. What will your superiors say then?
何かって何ですか? 人聞きの悪い。
What are you talking about? She glares at me, quite fiercely at that. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
I just need to ask you something.
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は分かっている。
What makes you think I'll answer? I know how the organization operates.
だから機関って?
What's with this organization stuff? Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスだ。あの女には気をつけろ。
It's me.
いや、問題ない。
I've been caught by an organization agent. Yes, it's Makise Kurisu. She's a dangerous one. No, it's fine. I'll find a way to... Kurisu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't have time to react.
何をする？
What are you doing?
あれ？この携帯電源切れてる。
Your phone's off.
誰と話していたんですか？
Who are you talking to? Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? What the hell? Recover! This isn't enough to sway me. It's just like, I choose you. Pikachu, use recover.
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特別製の携帯なのだ。うわ
Yeah, your techniques don't work on me, but I'll tell you anyway. That's no ordinary phone. It's designed to deactivate the moment it leaves my hand. Now she knows he is she knows he is delusional. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieve my phone and wipe the cold sweat off my forehead. Help. Whew, that was close.
そう、独り言だったのね。
So, you talk to yourself. Like an idiot. Ooh, this is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn, looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurisu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with force of will. Huge eyes. Such fire! I can't look away! Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent?
さっき私に何を言おうとしたんですか？
What were you trying to tell me earlier? Earlier?
さっきとはいつのことだ？
What are you talking about? I do not understand the thoughts of an organization agent.
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に。
About 15 minutes ago, before the conference started. Nonsense! This is the first time we've met! I was with my Yuri and that Uber toy 15 minutes ago.
私に何か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をして。
You were trying to tell me something, right? You looked really upset. Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. It's called the honey trap. But why would this girl do something so underhanded? Maybe because she's not and you're stupid.
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく。
You look like you were going to start crying any second.
どうして？
Why?
私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
Have we met before? She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right. Don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for!
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
And how do you know my name? Because you're in the newspaper. Like, aren't you famous?
俺は全てお見通しなのだ。
My knowledge has no limits! I am a mad scientist after all.
天才少女よ。次会うときは敵同士だな。
Bro, what? What even? What? Genius girl, our next meeting shall be as enemies. What even? What?
Huh?
Huh?
さらばだ。
That would be my reaction too, honestly. Farewell! Oh my god. I can't, he's so chuny. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop. Like I listen to the enemy.
機関目。あれほどのエージェントを送り込んでくるとは、ついに本気になったようだな。
Damn the organization! They must be serious if they're sending in agents like her. I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurisu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples.
だが、俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ。
But I can't let them capture me yet. Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. We left Kiri's best girl behind. We left Mayumi behind. But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Let's see now. What is it?
マユリを置いてきた。
Damn, I left Mayuri behind. Yeah. Bro left Mayuri behind. I knew she'd be a liability. Shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone. I turn it on. And it rings just as I do.
メールか？
An email? It's not just a regular email. There's a video attached. And it's from an unknown address. Ooh. I opened the video file with some trepidation. There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank? Some sort of Makise Kurisu style attack? Or maybe this noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait, I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book.
マユリ、なぜ出ない？
Damn it, Mayuri! Why won't you pick up? Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. I agree, I think bro is thinking too hard. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurisu again.
まさか。
Don't tell me.
マキセクリスメ、マユリをさらったな。
Did that femme fatale kidnap Mayuri?
おのれ、それが機関のやり方か。
Damn you! Is that how the organization operates? Bro! Bro! I have no words. I have no words, brother. Leaving without my Yuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me. And there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. My Yuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Haon in Kyoma.
戻るしかないか。
I have to go back for her. The thought of climbing back up the stairs, the thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. That's right, it's for my Yuri. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference has just finished. Nobody is on stage, and the phony inventor has already left. The 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I soon find my Yuri. She's in the corner looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise Kurisu anywhere.
あの女、俺におじけづいたか。
Looks like I scared her off.
よかろう。今日のところは見逃してやるとしよう。
So be it. I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run over to my Yuri. Run? Wow.
まゆり、なぜ電話に出ない？そろそろ帰るぞ。
My Yuri, why didn't you pick up? We're leaving. Bro, why are you like this?
あ、おかり。メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
Oh my gosh, no wonder she was delayed.
Okarin, my metal Upa ran away.
She turns to me with a forlorn expression. What if it got stolen? I feel like more likely it got stolen.
いなくなった。
Ran away?
勝手に動き出したのか？
What? It's a lie?
それは実にファンタジーだな。
It's a little hard to believe.
落としたみたい。I think I dropped it.
I see, so she was looking for it. Bro, this kind of attitude's gonna get her kidnapped one day. I can see why our protagonist is not reassured in the slightest. Literally the energy of, okay, stay here, wait for me, and then she runs off. Not like it really matters.
見つからないなら諦めろ。また当てればいい。
Forget about it. You can always get another one. Truly spoken like a rich CEO.
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパはネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。No way. Metal Upa saw upward of 10,000 yen online, you know?
No.
What? Wait, what? The toy was worth that much? Yeah, yeah, the toy is worth that much. Especially if it's like a super rare limited edition, like what Mayuri said earlier.
マユリを一体どこで落としたのだ？
Think, Mayuri, where did you drop it?
わかんないから探してるんだよ。
I don't know.
あと見つけても
That's
売
why
ら
I'm
ないから
looking.
ね。
And even if we find it, you can't sell it, okay?
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
That 10,000 yen will fund my research. Ah, the scientist is coming.
だから売らないってば。マユシーの名前書いちゃったし。
I said you can't sell it. It even had Mayushi's name on it.
Does a name mean anything? If it's metal, can't it be painted over or like scratched away? Does a name truly mean anything now? Thus begins our search for the metal Upa and the 10,000 war. Yeah.
トゥットゥルー、ウーパさんウーパさん、出ておいで
Oh, she did it. This. Uppa-san. Come out, wherever you are. Mayumi tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response, but if she does, she's stupid. Just like me. By the way, it's Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Uber is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy.
おのれ、金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ、恥を知れ。
What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money? Yes.
おかりんもね
Sounds like you, Okarin.
Whoa. Wasn't expecting that from a Yuri. Yeah, he wanted to sell it too. Insert screaming here. What was that?
悲鳴かな
Was that a scream?
I think so. Only the presenter and a few other people are left in the assembly hall. Including Mayuri and me, less than half the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I cannot suppress the shiver. First, the explosion on the roof. Now this. What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my hand tight.
マユリ、ここにいろ。
Stay here, Mayuri. I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. The echoes lead me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came from around that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there, at the end of the passage, I see it. There's something on the ground. No, someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Makise Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent genius girl I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. No, but why? Suddenly, I realize that I'm shaking. I want to run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Somebody killed Makise Kurisu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body.
警察を呼べ。
Call the police! A man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makise Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is waiting for me with tears in her eyes.
おかりんどうしたの
What happened, Okarin?
出るぞ。
We're leaving! I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I race down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind, more than the sight of the body itself. That was my first time seeing a dead body despite being a mad scientist. This is what it's like. When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. But that was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. Report the body! Burp, burp. I finally stop once we get out to the main street. Chiodori. Ah, the word is used as a suffix meaning. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There. My chest pounds. My breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed.
ねえねえ、何があったの？顔色すごく悪いけど。
Hey, what happened? You look really pale.
Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess it's because she didn't see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet.
人が死んでた。
Someone died. I take several deep breaths. The color of their blood still stains my brain, but I've calmed down a bit. Makise Kurisu is dead, and I don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive, and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowds milling through Akihabara have no idea what has happened. Everyone is going about their business as usual. The never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. That's a good question. What is moe? Hold on, let me open the tips. Moe. A word used to describe character traits that are cute or endearing. Includes flaws such as glasses, clumsiness, or ditziness. Also used to refer to the culture of entertainment centered around characters who possess such traits, like Mayuri. Just another day in Akihabara. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now, since he knows about Makise Kurisu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim, but my adrenaline is pumping. I can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like cement left to rot in the womb. That's how we humans are. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I begin to type on my phone. To Daru. Trouble. Someone stabbed Makise Kurisu. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. I don't know if she was stabbed. That just seems like the most logical explanation given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. On the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down would set it in stone. Might make me feel guilty as well. The thought brings a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close, and only a few minutes later, I'm smiling. Am I really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so it suits me. I finish typing and place my thumb over the send button. And then, I press down. Sending. Huh? Oh yeah. What was that? Wait, look around.
消えた。
They're gone. What is Natsuki Subaru? Summer break. Noon. The busiest street in town. Just now, thousands of pedestrians vanished into thin air. Is this a dream? Or am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. I stand petrified, speechless, and alone on the empty street. Did he go back in time? Yeah. Or like, did he get transported to an alternate universe? Desperate to find someone, anyone, I look up. And there, at the top of Radicon, sticking out from the 8th floor event hall where we just were, is a crashed satellite. He dies a lot. Help. Did we just hit the starting animation? No, it's an animation, but I think it's the starting animation. It was like this for Amnesia too. Okabe Rintaro, Hashira Itaru, Makise Kurisu, Shima Mayuri. That's where Mayushi comes from. Amane Suzuha, Faris Yanyan, Uruhibara Ruka, Kiryu Boeka, oh my god, it is a dating sim. Prologue of the beginning and the end. Prologue clear. Chapter 1. Time travel paranoia.
そこの貴様。俺たちが見えているか。
Hey, you. Can you see us?
なぜ何も答えない。
Why won't you answer?
貴様に聞いているんだぞ。
I'm asking you a question.
モニターのそっち側にいる。
Yes.
貴様にだ。
You on the other side of the monitor. It seems like yes. I seems like around the it seems like it has something to do with the satellite.
間抜け面をしよってつまらんやつだ。
Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis.
貴様からだと
I
俺た
suppose
ちは
that
テレビのモニターの中にいるように見えるだろう
it
な。
appears that we are the ones inside the monitor.
だがそれは大きな間
But
違い
that's
だ。
where you're wrong.
モニターの中にいるのは貴様なの
For
だ。
it is you who are
貴様が
inside.
現実だと思っ
Your
ているその
reality
世界
is
は
nothing but
実は全て
lies
虚
and
構。
shadows.
もちろん
Naturally, that
貴様
includes
自身
you
もな。
too.
真の現実。
True reality is
それは
on
こちら
this
側にあ
side
る。
of the screen.
自分が何を指摘
Don't
されている
believe
の
me?
かすら分か
I
って
don't
いな
blame
い
you.
か。
Few are
無理
those
も
who
な
can
い。
handle the truth.
まあいい。
But no matter.
貴
I
様
shall
には分かり
speak
や
in
すい。
simpler terms.
俺たちのことについ
Easy
て
enough
説
for
明して
even
やろ
you
うで
to
はないか。
understand.
まず
Yeah.
俺たちがいるのはどこかということだ。
This is the future gadget
ここは東京。
laboratory. located in Akihabara
未
district
来ガ
of
ジェット
Tokyo.
研究所だ。
We call it
俺
simply
たちは普段
the lab.
ラボと呼んでいる。
Our purpose is to
世界
shatter
の支
the
配構造を
system
作り変えるという
and plunge the
我が野望の
world into
拠点だな。
chaos. The system is the means by which the organization maintains its grip on humanity. Its full scope is too vast to comprehend. But suffice to say it that the system gives organization influence over government, religion, media, culture, and science worldwide. Most people do not even know that their lives are controlled by the system. It is so deeply embedded in the fabric of society that modern civilization would not be able to function without it. Destroying the system, therefore, would plunge the world into chaos. He's talking to all of us. He's talking to all of us.
そうなんだ。悪いことしちゃダメなんだよ、オカリン。
Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Okarin.
まあ入りは少し黙っている。
Quiet. I'm a mad scientist, remember?
駅から出たら中央通りを
From the
進
station,
み、
head down
末広町
Chudori
駅の
till
交差
you
点を
reach
蔵前橋通りへ左折。
Suehirosho Station. Then take a
次の
left
信号の
onto
一歩手前の路地を入ると、
Kuramae
大
Bashidori.
檜山ビルという
In
古
the
臭
alley
い
before the
雑居ビ
traffic
ルがあ
light,
る。
you'll find a rundown
その
Ohiyama
2階
building.
に
The
我が
lab
ラ
is
ボ
on
は
the
今日
second
構えてい
floor.
る。目印はビル1階にあ
On
る
the first floor is a
Brown
store of
Concourse.
ill repute called the
そういう
Bronte
マニアックな
Workshop.
テナントだな。
You can't miss it.
今時旧式の
Used
ブラウン管テレビ
exclusively in
だけ
CRT
を扱ってい
monitors
るシ
of
ョ
all
ップ
things.
だ。
Can you imagine?
いかに電気街
Even
で
in
あ
the
る
heart
秋葉
of
原というのも
Akihabara's
需要
electric
がある
town,
とは
the
思えない。
demand for CRTs is
寂れた
practically
店なのだ。
non-existent.
だがブラウン
But
管
the
工房店
proprietor
長
of
で
the
ある
Bronte
天王寺というおっ
Workshop,
さんはこ
Tenoji,
のビルのオーナ
is
ーで
also
もあ
the
る。
owner of the building. Tenoji is... Eh? Cancel. Is Steins Gate made by the same people who made 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors? Was it made by the same person? Because, made by same producer as 999. They're not produced the same. Steins Gate was produced by 5PB and Nitro Plus. 999 was developed by Chunsoft, which later became Spike Chunsoft. Oh, okay. So they are not made by the same company. The reason why I focused on, I hemmed in on that point because Tenoji is the name of a rather important character in the 999 series. So I guess it's just the same name, same spelling in English. It may not be the same characters though, but yeah. So Tenoji was quite a important character in the 999 series. So yeah, I just happened to focus in on that one. Am I ever gonna play 999? No, because it's horror.
ゆえに今や急ピッ
That's
チで
how
都
he
市
can
開発は
afford
進
to
み、
maintain his
しかも高騰しているこの秋葉
ridiculously
原であろう
niche
と
hobby shop,
道楽丸
even
出し
as
の店を
land
構えて
value
いられると
continues
いう
to
わけだ。
rise.
幸いにもあの店長
His
は
CRT
人を
monitors.
見る目はあるようでな。
He may seem a rough sort,
この俺
but
の
he
カリ
was
スマ性
no
を見
match
抜き、
for my charisma.
ビル2階を丸々ワンフロ
Now
ア
the
た
entire
だ同然
second
で貸
floor
して
is
くれたのだ。
mine for next to nothing.
だが未来ガジェット研究所は
The future
深刻な
gadget
人材不足の
laboratory is
ため
currently
優秀な
experiencing a
研究
severe
員を随
shortage
時
of
募集中だ。
manpower. We welcome
今のところ
dedicated scientists from all
所属研
fields to
究員は
apply. At present, our researchers are horror. I can only play horror. Correction, I can only play baby horror on collabs. Don't expect me to play a full-out horror game like Aooni or something like that. Or worse, Mad Father or even Ib. No way. No way in hell.
オカリン、そこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。 所属研究員じゃなくて。
Okari, you gotta say lab ma'ams, not researchers.
ラボメン、すなわち
Oh, lab
Laboratory
ma'ams,
俺
laboratory
を含めて3人
members.
である。
3.
ラボメンナンバー001
I am the founder
ラボ
of
創
the
設者にし
future
て
gadget
狂気の
lab.
マッドサ
Lab
イエンティ
man
ストであ
number
るこの俺
001.
ホ
The
ーインキョー
insane
マ
mad scientist. Ho ho in Kyoma.
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
Okarin is cuter though.
そしてコスプレが
Next,
趣味の
we have our
後一
resident
ラボメ
cosplayer
ンナンバー
and only
002
female member.
椎名真由里
Lab mem number 002. Sheena Mayuri. An abbreviation of costume play. To dress up in costume most often as a fictional character. People who cosplay are called cosplayers, which can be shortened to layers. Imagine, I would like to go to a layer convention. Many cosplayers make their own costumes. No, only people who are rich and have time make their own costumes and have sewing machines.
てってるー、マユシーです。着るんじゃなくて作るのが趣味だよ。
Call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them.
最後にスーパーハカーラボメンナンバー003橋田至だ。
And last, we have our resident super hacker, labman number 003, Hashida Itaru. A tremendously skilled hacker, or at least someone who claims to be one. The threat, my friend's a hacker, so he can easily find out who you are, often appears during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obviously non-existent hacker a hacker.
スーパーハカーって呼ぶなよ。
Stop
ス
calling me
ーパーハ
that.
ッカーだろ、ジョーコ。
Super hacker. Duh.
そんな我々3人で構成され
Here
る
at the
未
Future
来ガジェット
Gadgets
研究所の
Laboratory,
活動内容は
we
その
devote
ものズバリ
ourselves to the art
発明であ
of
る。
invention.
詳細は我が
For
ラボのホーム
details,
ページ
see
を
our
見て
lab's homepage.
くれ。もちろん。闇
Our
の
top
支配権
priority,
力
of
と戦う
course,
ため
is
の
to
未来ガジェ
develop
ットが最優
weapons
先事
for
項
the
だが、
war with the
その研
Dark
究から派生する
Dominion.
副産物的な
But
発
that
明も
research
多
has
い。
spawned a number of offshoot
というか、
inventions.
今の
In
ところは
fact,
そっち
that's
ばかりだ。
all it spawned. Offshoot inventions.
すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させた。だが、これはまだ序章でしか
Our
ない。
arsenal of future
未
gadgets
来
is
ガ
up
ジェッ
to
トの
8.
アイデアは
But this
俺
is
の
just
中に
the beginning.
108まで
I
あ
have
る
a
のだ。
total of 108 inventions to create.
某テニス漫画みたいにです
Like
ね。
that. Tennis
わかり
manga,
ます。
right? I get it.
人の煩悩の数といえ、
No,
このアット
it's
チ
the
ャンネル
number
の
of earthly desires and mortals. You a channel junkie. What is a channel junkie? Oh, at channel. Japan's most popular message board. No. Why does it keep force? It keeps like making me quit. Let's save here first. Okay. No.
それと、俺が
And I
話しているの
thought
だ
I
から
told you
口出しを
not
する
to
なと言っているだろ
interrupt me when I'm talking.
そもそもオカリン、さっきからなんで独り言喋ってんの？
Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself.
独り言ではない。
I'm not talking to myself. Can't you
俺は
see?
今、
I'm
モニターの
talking
向
to
こう
the
にいるこ
person
いつに話しか
behind
けて
the
いるのだ。
monitor.
今その人にやりって笑った。
He just grinned.
おのれ貴様、何を笑っているのか。
What are you
俺
grinning
の中
about,
の存在
damn
のくせ
you?
に
You don't even exist outside that monitor.
こっちみんなって言ってやれば？
Just say, don't look at me. Yeah, all the games want me to lose progress. On the internet, it's an unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera. Don't look at me.
通じないんじゃないかな。
I don't think that's gonna work.
俺たちに話しかけられていることに
It
すら気づ
appears
い
our
ていないら
attempts
し
to
いな。
communicate have failed.
自覚がないという
It
の
is
は
sad to see someone so
実に不幸
deeply
な
in
ことだ。
denial of reality.
その人にしてみたらマユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
Maybe they think we're in the game?
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね？
I doubt it's even occurred to them.
じゃあダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそうなの？
But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way?
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
Those girls are my wives.
誰の嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Nobody cares about your harem.
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん。もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、
But
それを見
Mayushi
極め
touched
る術
upon a
はあ
very
ると思
interesting
う。
theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure?
ないな。
No.
即答かよ。
Come on.
ゆえに、そのような議論は不毛。
Such
世
questions
界
are
の支配構
meaningless.
造を打ち砕く方法につい
Our
て考
time
え
is
る
better
方が
spent thinking
よ
of
ほどいい
ways
ん
to
だ。
destroy the system.
中二病、オツ。
Nice chunibyo, bro. Step back from the monitor. Displayed on the screen is the ugly cute character, Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally I only find the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday. 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare.
黙れスーパーハッカー。
Shut it,
俺は
Haka!
中二病でも
I'm no chonibyo patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. And if that's not the definition of chuni, I don't know what is.
ほーい。
I am
Kyoma da.
Hoenn Kyoma!
そういう設定っしょ。
That's your character's name, right?
やれやれ。誰の人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさはどれだけ経っても
Oh,
治らないな。
Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair.
アニメのオフ会じゃ僕がいつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
I'll have you know I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. Doubt? This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man, Hashida Itzaru, nicknamed Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D mates. Oh my god. What is that? Bro. It's like a Discord more than his kittens. Again, I repeat, he has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D mates. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he showed a remarkable aptitude with hardware as well.
針指に刺さった。
Oh, the needle bit my finger.
Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This ditzy girl's in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the future gadget laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me,
マユシーはオカリンの人質だからここに
Mayushi is Okarian's hostage. I belong here.
Bro, oh my god. Why does it sound like they are some kind of black market? Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. Of course, because why would you want your hostages to be useful, right?
でオカリン、アルパカマンは反応したん？
So, did Alpaca Man say anything?
いや、全然。
Nope. Nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive you'd think the game was bugged. Sure, his moral support, yeah. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game.
この不愛想アルパカめが。
Damn antisocial alpaca! I cursed his name and smacked the TV. Soon as I do... The TV makes a sound like it's shorted. Then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Bronze Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
You made Mr. Alpaca angry.
後で修理できるな。
Damn.
聞きに行
I
か
have
な
to
けれ
get it
ば。
repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. Yeah, he was talking to Alpaca Man this whole time. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago.
消えた。
They're gone. As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even cars vanished, drivers and all. I ate it all, really. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread out before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Catchy melody like ah batsu ah batsu ah batsu ah batsu. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless until...
どうかした？
What's wrong?
Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality.
欲しいでね今ある命それなら目的の痛み
Baba, baba, da 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 da. Yep. But Yuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes.
今、人が。
Everyone disappeared just now, right?
Huh?
消えただろ。
You
今
saw it
目の前
too,
で
right? Just now, right before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her.
前よりも見たか。見たよな。
Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking.
見てない。
I didn't see anything.
見てない。
didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes as clear as glass marbles, which is a very disturbing thought because I don't want to see what her nerves look like.
見ていない
You saw
見ていない
nothing?
のか
Nothing at
だってついさっ
all?
きまで
There were people here a second ago, weren't there?
歩いてたかな。
There were?
それに店員まで消えているこんなことはいくらなんでもありえない
Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure.
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Of course there are.
Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。
It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you?
きっとこの暑さのせいだよ。トゥットゥル
I'm sure it's because of the heat. Da-da-da.
How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright in the gaps between Akiba's buildings.
Da-da-da.
Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radicon, where I had been just a moment before. Still got a giant satellite. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not even 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was,
そもそも
what the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could that be? The real question was, when did that happen?
マユリあの人工衛星だが
Mayuri, about that satellite.
びっくりしたね。
Yeah? What a surprise, huh?
びっくりしただと
What do you mean?
何がびっくりした
What
のだ
was the surprise?
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
It made a huge kapow sound. It made a huge sound? Like an explosion? A huge kapow. It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was kapow. I'd say it was more like zzz.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか
Did that satellite fall out of the sky?
来たのかな。宇宙人さん乗ってるのかな。
Oh my gosh, she's actually useless.
Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board?
She's actually useless. Had I lost my mind? What had I seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all?
そこの君たち
Hey, you two! Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern.
ここで何をやっているんだ。ここらは今立ち入り禁止だ。すぐに出て行きなさい。
What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave.
ごめんなさい。
Maybe that's why there's nobody. It's an off-limit area.
We're sorry.
それより
No more to do.
制服警官さん、仮にあな
First,
た
my
を
good
警官
man,
A と名
let's
付
call
け
you
るが、一つ
Officer
聞きたいこと
A.
があるんです。
I have one question.
警官 A って。
Officer A.
今ここで数千人の通行人が一瞬で消えたんです。あなたも見ましたよね。
Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you?
見ていない。いいから早く出て行け。
What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. Decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu, get him to call an ambulance, but before I could,
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ。
look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, no one got stabbed at Radicon. And I think this is a fitting stopping point. I think this is a fitting stopping point for us. Indeed, I see why the chapter is called Time Travel Paranoia. Except I don't think this is time travel. I think this might be world line travel. It seems like he's jumping between world lines. Like parallel worlds, you know what I mean. World line A, where the satellite lands on the roof and Makise Kurisu gets stabbed. World line B, where the satellite crashes into the 8th floor of Radicon and the world gets and the area gets evacuated. So there might be more world lines, more parallel worlds. But I think for now we're gonna stop here. And I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, but I'm heading out tomorrow though, so I might be late, or if for whatever reason I need to cancel the stream, I will let everybody know. Because I mean I don't want to cancel the stream because it's Danganronpa tomorrow, right? But like, just to inform you all, I will be heading out with some friends, so I will try. But like I don't, if I go and come back late, then naturally I will not have time to stream, right? So I will do my best. And even if I don't stream tomorrow, you can still catch me on Saturday. Definitely you will. Just I will do my best, yes. But just in case, because I'm going out with friends tomorrow. So I think for now I leave you all with a very good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever you are. And also one last catch you all next time. Goodbye.